A318T. Well, is it a 180? This is the big question. Oh my god, there's some drugs in here. Jeez, there's some watches in here. Moment of truth this is. Here we go. Okay, Bismillah, welcome to another video. This is the new car that we bought. Yes, it's a stolen, recovered Audi A3 180T. Well, is it a 180? This is the big question. The title is true. There is some modifications to this Audi that is uncovered. The car, we did drive the car back, got it to the yard, but you know, the moment of truth is I've actually haven't seen underneath the bonnet like properly, like thoroughly, and this is a chance to show you guys everything about the car and in the engine, and maybe you guys can drop a comment telling what you think. But let's do a visual check around the car. So, you know, it's got an S3 badge. Look at that. So when I first seen this car like for sale from the auction site, you know, when it was from the police authority, stolen, recovered, I generally thought it was an S3, but because it had the badge and everything, it looks like an S3. And then I thought to myself, okay, I done a registration check, but it's coming up as a 1.8T Audi A3, not an S3. So I was thinking, okay, alright, but I mean, we picked up this car fairly at a good price, just below £1,000, and you know, it's got I believe it's an S3 front bumper, an S3 wings, but apart from that, there's nothing else that looks like an S3. But you know, it is highly modified because, you know, a lot of the person I even collected the car from the Salvage side, they said that a lot of money's been spent in the engine, but we'll get to that at the end. So just from looking at the car, you know, it looks pretty low. Clearly the previous owners modified this car to his taste. It's got, you know, these wheels, from what I know, I've done a bit of research, these are WCI. Apparently they're worth like £600, and they're sitting quite well with some very fresh tyres with a lot of thread. If you guys can see that, it's also got upgraded calipers. I believe they're from an S3 as well, because the normal ones and the A3 that I've got, the other A3 180, the standard calipers, but these are quite big, and even the disc is quite big. They're quite new as well. Clearly the previous owner put big discs and pads and calipers on this car, so clearly it must be pushing a bit more power for the car to slow down. You know, it's got some taste of mod. The paintwork is not the best. Somebody put a roller on the roller paint on the car, so it's not a wrap. It looked white. I thought it was genuinely white colour, but you can see the defects on the cars here. But anyway, moving at the back, it's got a straight pipe, dual exhaust that goes all the way at the back. You know, it's decatted. It does sound proper nice growling, but we'll get to that again. But apart from that, the car does sit really nice. I do like it. Some funny little, you know, little features in the car. You know, it's done some tints on the car. It's got some wind deflectors as well. You know, the car is extremely got a good taste. I do like how the car looks. You know, it's got a really nice look to the car. But just to give a bit of insight again, it's supposed to be the 150 brake horsepower, like the other one that I just bought. But you know, this is it now. This could be the jackpot. This could be the jackpot Audi that we bought. So we're gonna look at it now. Open the bonnet. Interior is not as good as the other one, but it's cotton interior again. You know, got a bit of a bucket. I don't know if they're standard that come with this car, but I'm not sure. Everything else in the car looks absolutely standard. There's no modifications in the car apart from like a carbon wrap. When I did get into the car initially, there was actually a lot of white chalk all over the steering wheel. I wiped it down. A lot of white stuff on the dash and a lot of white on the window, and they're basically the powder that the police use for forensic investigation, for theft cases, for, you know, any evidence, because this car is stolen, recovered. So clearly this car has been in some sort of a crime situation. But anyway, so something was missing here. I don't know what it was. You know, I'm guessing it could be like gauges, boost gauges, temperature gauges, oil gauges, but I'm not too sure. There's a bit of a mess in the car. I can't get there. Like a cigarette, you know, just clearly a few documents, a few, you know, honestly don't know. That's for the coilovers to adjust, you know, a few bolts, a few of these stuff, and I don't know, this bag, honestly don't know what they are, and this is the first time I'm actually opening it all up. So some letters here, I don't know what they are, you know, looks like some sort of clothes. What is this? Valentino Gravani. I don't even know what that even means. Valentino Gravani. Okay, well, it's probably something. But yeah, what else is in here? Okay, some oil, brake oil fluid. What else is in here? Brake oil again. What else? Oh wow, okay, oh my god guys, this is it. We've actually got some information. That looks like the logbook. That looks like, sorry, this is the service book. Oh wow, what the hell is this? Looks like a afro comb. Okay, Golf, got some information. Oh my god, the tuning system. Exactly, this car could have been tuned by a well-known company. Technique, service book, MOT. Jump too much into conclusion, I'll read that another time. There's another bag in here. I actually don't know what is in here. It feels like a lot of things. Let's get it out of here. Let's have a look, put my gloves on actually, just in case there's any sort of things, substances or in something in the car. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, right. Okay, so we got more documentations in the car. Okay, seems like there's a logbook in here. Whether that's for this car, I'm not too sure. Here it is. Got the logbook. Amazing. That will save me from getting the requesting for a logbook on the car. Okay, we've got some documents in here. What's this? Oh my god, there's some drugs in here. I'm gonna have to give this into the police. Oh my god, some class CBA, whatever it is, ABCD drugs. Oh my god, what else is in here? What else is in here? Let's dump it all out. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Alright. Something else is in here. Don't know what they are. Got some toothbrush. Don't know what this is. Easy Ack. Think this is a battery charger. Some wires. This, I don't know what this is. Seems to be some sort of a cable. Don't know what that is. Some wires, some other stuff. But anywho, don't know what these are. There's something else in here. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Jeez. There's some watches in here. I don't know what watches they are. What is that called? Rotary. Okay, clearly the person must have liked watches. There's something else in here as well. Another what? Oh yes! The second key for the car. Brilliant! Got 2 sets of keys now. Good job. What else? What else have we got in here? This is crazy. This bag is heavy. Okay. Some more keys. Don't know what keys they are for. A Kawasaki. Okay, what's this for? Don't know what they are. I'll have to give those into the police, to be honest. Some more keys in here. Okay, we've got some Volkswagen keys. Alright, so anyways, we got into the boot. Alright, so what's inside here? Okay, don't know what this is. Don't know what it smells of. Could be petrol, I'm not too sure. Okay, we've got some car parts in here. Got some control arms. Okay, a Ford. What's a Ford doing in here? Not sure. Okay, what are these? Okay, quite a lot of mess in here. Not sure what they are. Oh my god, what the hell is that? Is that a wheel hub? Jeez. Clearly somebody was like a mechanic. Some drink bottles. What are these? They look like dashboards. Not too sure. Okay, 1, 2. Let's take this out. Okay, a bottle, another bottle. Clearly this person liked a lot of bottles. Okay, another mat. Alright. Okay, so what have we got here? Okay, a bit of a wheel supposed to be here. Things in this car doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Oh well, that's it. Nothing more surprises in the car, but that's about it really. The engine bay, right? Moment of truth. This is. Here we go. This is it. Look at that. This is not stock at all. It does look quite, a DIY job, but what is it? Let's get into it. So I don't know what engine this is. This could be an engine swap from another Audi, but what I do believe is it could be the 180, it could be the Bam Bam engine. I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe you guys got more knowledge than me. They look like R8 coil packs. What else can I see? It's got quite a lot of unnecessary pipes that goes through to the oil, the coolant, oil. Can't seem to find out what these wires are for. Let's see what else. Okay, it's got a dump valve. I mean, when I did start the car, it did sound quite loud. It did have a strong, blow off valve to the car. It's got an induction. What is this? Pro Ram. Okay, Pro Ram induction. Well, that's a bit of nice goodies. What else do we see? A fuel rail. I don't know if that's standard or probably an eBay mod. This, I don't know if that's standard. Honestly, don't know if any of this stuff is stock or modified. What else can I see? It's got the manifold is connected to the turbo, but I can't seem to see the turbo, whether that's standard, stock. I honestly can't see. It's got a 2.5 inch, 3 inch downpipe, so clearly that goes all the way to the back, hence why the car is so loud. But yeah, don't know. Honestly, don't know what to think of this car. I don't know what it's running. Has it been remapped? Has it been tuned? Has there been is this an engine swap for another Audi? I honestly don't know. If you guys can drop a comment down below and tell me what you think. I honestly don't know. Oh yeah, so coilovers, I don't know what brand they are. I honestly don't know. You got a catch can with a pipe missing here. I'm not sure what that is, where that's supposed to go. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to go and connect to the induction. So this one goes all the way to the feed that goes to a block. But then I'm not sure why there's a one that's empty here. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go to the induction, but it's not there. But yeah, I honestly don't know. Help me out, guys. Leave a comment. So just to give a bit of a knowledge as well, from what I believe in the car. So I've driven when I've driven the car back, the turbo did work. The car performed extremely well. It was very punchy, it was very fast, but then again, I didn't want to give it too much because I've just got the car, and obviously I don't want to do anything before I've done a few tests and a few check all the engine out, get a specialist to look into it, and because again, I'm not an Audi specialist. I'm come from a Japanese JDM car background, but it's my first modified Audi cars, which gives me a question sometimes: is it worth buying a modified car because somebody's done a DIY job, and it takes a lot of research to find out what they've done and what they've connected and what they've bypassed and what they've blocked. It's not like a stock one. So yeah, this is it, isn't it? But again, modification wise, again, induction, dump valve, R8 coil pack. Is this a swap engine? Is it a Bam Bam engine, or is it the normal AGU engine? Fuel rail, has it got different size injectors? They look like they're not standard because they've got blue colour on there. I mean, if I can read it, if I can try and see it, it doesn't tell me what they are, but they could be standard. It does say AUM here, not sure what that means. Oh wow, okay, there's like something receipt there, ACH tuning. Whether that means something, I'm not too sure. Okay, there's I think something's supposed to go here. A pipe probably connects somewhere, I'm not too sure. Few bits missing. It's got an intercooler, that's another thing to mention. It's got an intercooler fitted. It's a bit loose. Let's go right here. It's a fairly large intercooler, to be fair. It's a few things I did want to mention before I get down to some of the stuff that they've done, a bit of research that I've done as well. But anyway, I started the car, and driving back on the motorway, the car seems to be, it sounded really nice, got a nice dump valve, the boost was kicking in really punchy, really well, it's driving really well. And then at high gears, it's a 5-speed manual, it started to struggle, it started to hesitate, the boost, and I believe there was something not right there. I thought it was a misfire, I thought something's not right. And then 4th gear, it was still hesitated, the boost wasn't coming in, and then 1st, 2nd gear it was coming in, but then eventually after a couple of mile drive, the turbo just started to go, it just disappeared. So then I was like, okay, what the hell? So then what we did, I just thank God, alhamdulillah, praise be to the Lord, we got back to the yard safely. The car didn't break down, but the turbo is not working. So I've done a few checks. I made a list I'm going to explain to you all. So basically, on the engine, so the things that could be the possible reasons to why the turbo is not working is now there's a PRV, which is the pressure regulator valve, and that could possibly need changing. And the PRV, the pressure regulator valve, is this part right here. That's one of the reasons to why it could cause the turbo to misfire or not engage, and that's due to the mass airflow sensor, which is right here, this part here, if you guys can see that. So the mass airflow sensor works together with the pressure regulator valve, and that's some of the things that I need to look into. So again, another reason that I need to look into is the PCV, which if people got experience in the AGU engines or the BAM engines, there's a PCV valve that bees, let's have a look, it's supposed to be under the intake, and then it gets positioned into the block, but it seems to not have a PCV, and which explains as to why it's been blocked off right here with a bolt. Why they've done that, I'm not sure, and how they've got it to do that, I'm not too sure. And also another thing that I needed to check is there's about approximately 6 vacuum lines that I need to check, which is connected to the intake pipe, and that all works together with the mass airflow sensor. So if I'm trying to look the vacuum lines, like I said, there's a lot of DIY pipes, and there's a few pipes I can check there. That one's been blocked. You know, I can probably check a few pipes here to see if there's any rips or any holes. I could check the hard piping for the intercooler to see if there's any rips and holes again that could cause the air to be decreased or restricted. And when the air is not going in, you know, running through the system properly, it causes the ECU to read the car differently, which in effect, you know, the car doesn't run right. There's a misfire, or it's very rough, or it idles very rough. And this is the trouble that I'm suffering right now, and these are common problems with these cars. So I'm trying to get down to the bottom of this. And again, I've got no experience in it. I've just read the forums. I'm just reading off what I've just read on. Again, the mass airflow sensor, I want to touch up on that because it's a really big one. This is a lot of people talk about this. So that's one of the common problems, and it's obviously a sensor, and I think so. Basically, the mass airflow sensor needs to be taken off. Whether it needs to be changed, I do intend to get a mass airflow spray and spray the sensor and see if that fixes the mass airflow sensor. But I don't know if it needs a new one. Another one to mention is there is a 7249 valve. I'm not too sure where that is or where it's located, whether it's to do with something here or here, I'm not too sure, but there's a valve, right? And that valve works again with the mass airflow sensor, and that needs to be checked as well, because that can also you know, mess up with the airflow for the induction to work, and for the mass airflow sensor to read. So that's another one to look into. There's just so many things to look at. I'm just gonna have to check them all and do a tick list, and I might have to do that for another video. But moving on, another thing that I need to check, what I could do, is the ignition amp. That's one thing that I haven't done, but a lot of people in the forums mention that the ignition amp is a plug that needs to be unplugged, and you can re-plug it on, then it just resets all the electrical problems, because it could be electrical problem which could cause the engine to be, you know, really rough or idle rough, and the turbo not engaging as it should be. So that's it really. There's nothing more I can say. I can start the car, do a walk around. There it is. Okay, clearly the car is not starting now. I shouldn't really be starting the car, because from my last experience on the Audi A3 that I brought and the turbo was gone, you shouldn't really be driving the car, because it creates a lot of smoke and then it mixes in with the oil and it causes more problems. So I don't want to be doing any more with this car, but for some reason the car is not starting right now, which is not supposed to happen. There we go. There's no power whatsoever. That noise, I don't know what noise that is, but yeah. So I'm not sure what that noise is. It seems to be running with a funny noise in the engine. I'm not sure what that is. So if you guys can hear anything, normally if the turbo is gone, there'll be a lot of smoke coming out of the car. There's literally like hardly any smoke. Again, that's just a cold start. But honestly, I'm not too sure. I need you guys to leave a comment to tell me what you think. But I don't want to keep the car running because I'm not sure what the noise is, but we'll call it off there. There's also an engine light, which that could be the problem. Is that could be the mass airflow sensor, or some of the problems that I raised could be one of those problems, issues that need to be looked at and tested. So that's it really, you know, that's all I can say. And here she is, you know, a project car that we got. You know, it's very interesting. It's a very a learning curve for me and for people that are getting, if ever wanted to buy an Audi A3, an AGU or Bam Bam, they can you know, I hope when they're seeing this they can, you know, create a forum in the comment section and people can learn from problems. The people that are specialists that know about these cars can share the information as well as myself, and I can just share it in the video, and people can, you know, it can help a lot of people out, and that's the main goal as well. So yeah, so we'll drop the hood on this and that's it really. Don't know what else to say in the car. It looks really nice. Also, another thing to mention was the headlight. This is one of my favorite bits of the car. So you do this, check this out. Doesn't that look nice? Let me clean this up. Obviously it's not nothing like amazing, it's a DIY job again. I think the person clearly loves max power, so that's how they got the inspiration of this. But it looks nice, I like it. Look at that. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and again, you know, new project car, and I'm looking forward to getting this fixed so we can get this on the dyno to see how much power this car is pushing, because clearly this ain't standard. And I also will get this car, you know, doing some verses against a Type R, because I love Type Rs, and when a car beats a Type R, a stock one, I'm like, there's some serious power pushing from that car, and I believe this car is pushing a lot of power. And again, you guys can let me know on that. So yeah, hope you guys like that, and see you in the next video. Peace. I hope you and your family are all well, and God bless everybody. Take care.